Aloha, welcome to the screencast solution for the practice WOD, implementing an algorithm to determine the day of the week from a date. In this particular case, it's going to be your birth date, but it can be any date. It says between 1900 and 2000 is the year. If you're going to follow this algorithm, it says choose the last two digits of your birth year, divide that number, add that number, do some stuff, follow a bunch of different things. Implement the algorithm for the week for any date. We're going to use variables to represent the day, the month, and the year. The day is going to be an integer. The month is going to be a string, like January, February, and the year, 1980 or 2000 or whatever. Don't worry about leap years, okay? It says to handle steps 4 and 5, copy the following code. So we're going to copy that into our program, and looks like it's going to convert months to some sort of key month, and then gonna take some days and numbers and convert them into actual days. And it looks like we can use variables to figure this out. And that looks like what it is. And so this one says you got a day key to use all this. It says you should use variables. Okay, sounds good. All right, so to get started, we're going to open up, the first thing to do is start our stopwatch. And let's go start a new project. And it's going to be a PHP project. And it's going to be, day of the week 1. And that looks right. Make sure that's all okay. Probably a good idea to tile our window. So I'm actually going to tile a little differently this time. I'm going to tile it like this so that I can read the algorithm more easily. If that causes problems, I can always redo things. And let's make sure this is going to be NetBeans connector, and let's just run it. That looks okay. Okay, so going back to our algorithm, looks like the first thing we want to do is define some variables. So let's define the day, and let's use just, January 1st, 2000, whatever that was. And so day, and then the month is equal to, quote, January. And the year is 2000. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this. So that's defining that. And the first step is to choose the last two digits of your birth year. Okay, so $step 1 is to take the year and to get the last two digits. Now, to do that, we need to subtract off we just want the last two digits. In this case, it's going to be 2000, and we'll have to try this out. You just have to subtract off 2000. So that's going to give off the last two digits. If it's 2010, actually it's supposed to be 2000. Let's make this 2016. How's that? So this should give 16, the last two digits. So get last two digits. And then step 2, it says divide that number by 4, keep the quotient, and throw away the remainder. So we take step 1 divided by 4, that's dividing it by 4, but we want to keep the quotient and get the remainder. So the way to do that is to convert this into an int. So if we convert this to an integer, it'll drop the remainder. We also need to put this in parentheses here because this has higher precedence than the division operator. And so if we didn't have the parentheses, it would just give the integer for step 1, which is just going to be 16, but we need to divide it by 4 first, so we have to put the parentheses there. Okay, and then step 3 is add the number formed by the last 2 digits of your birth year to the quotient. Okay, so the number formed by the last 2 digits of the birth year, that's step 1 again, plus the quotient, which is step 2. Okay, so that takes this and adds it to that. That's step 3. And it says assign months to the key numbers. And I believe that's what this is right here. In fact, I'm just going to take, let's see, assign months to the key numbers, and just copy that like there. So that defines a bunch of variables, January, February, whatever, and puts these numbers on them. They seem right. See, January is 1, February is 4, etc., etc. So that does that. So that's step 4. Step 5 says add the key number of the month to your birth, the month. Yeah, the key number of the month of your birth to the sum found in 3. So it's adding to step 3. So this is step 5 is add the key number of my month. So the month is $month. How do I know why it's $month? Well, this is a variable. So I have January as my month. And so if I put month, it's going to be the same as $January, which is the key number that I want. So $month is perfectly general. Here, if I changed this month, it would automatically change what step 5 is. Now step 5 is adding that to the sum found in 3. So that's step 3. Like that. And add the date of birth of your birth to the sum found in 5. So the date of my birth, step 6, it's not really the date of my birth, but whatever that is just day. That's that 1 here. Okay, so that's the day to the sum in 5. That's step 5, like that. And that says if you were born in 2000, add 6 more. Well, we're not born in 2000. This is 2016. Okay, not a leap year. I think this is trying to handle a leap year. Let's see. So that's step 5. So we don't need to do this last part here. And then step 7 is divide the sum in 6 by 7. 6, divide that by 7. And keep only the remainder. So that's a little tricky. So to do that, I'm going to use the modulus operator. So if I take whatever step 6 is and I take modulus 7, that gives me the remainder after dividing by 7, which is exactly what I want. And then step 8 is to get the day. So step 8 is equal to step, well, the first thing I need to do is create an ident. So before I do that, I'm going to go up here and call it day ident is equal to $day. And the reason why I need that is I'll notice that I see these things are all these variables start with day. So I'm going to copy those. See, put that like that. So these all begin with day. I need day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0, 6, 0. So I'm going to create a day identifier. So that's going to be day, and I'm going to concatenate, right? Step 7. So what that does is it creates a day 1, day 2, day 3, whatever step 7 is. It's going to be a number between 0 and 7. It's going to add just concatenate that with day, and I'm going to use that to get the right day from using my variables here. So step 8 is just going to be $, day ident. Okay, good. And I can just do a print you know, month, day, year, right? So $month, $day, comma, $year was a step 8. Okay, so I'll say January 1st, 2016 was a whatever that is. Let's see if that worked. Running that, and so I got an undefined variable January on line 37, so let's fix that. Maybe I spelled this wrong. I did. I spelled January wrong, so I'm going to copy January from here and paste it there like that. There we go. January 1st, 2016 was a Sunday. There you got it. There it goes. That's the answer. Okay, very cool. Took a whole, let's give that 10 minutes.